I'm not Mexican, but I make a really good guacamole. Here's the ingredients you'll need to get started. First off, your avocados, Roma tomato, cilantro, red onion, and lime. Now for your attention span, I chopped most of the stuff up except the avocado. And typically, you know, I'm usually on the scriptures, but you're gonna need to do for yourself. So I want to try to impart some of the things that I feel like I'm good at that might help you. You know, the number one thing in your life that I try to provide for you is the scriptures. But then I got a whole bunch of other skills that I feel will help you also. I should have told you you need a knife and a spoon, right? You watched how I cut the avocado. You cut it in half first, then you take the spoon and get the seed out, right? And another thing is, this is when they're good to go as far as they ripe enough to eat. If you get them when they're green, they too tough. So you take the spoon and you come and you scoop it out, right? And I like my guacamole chunky. So you scoop it out like that. And then you come with your knife, bam, 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 right? You gotta be patient with me because it's gonna take me about I don't know, let's see, about 2 minutes to get them all chopped up. And then I could add all the ingredients and my daughters got lunch, right? And so I have about a cup, half a cup of Roma tomatoes already diced. I have a quarter cup of red onions already diced. And we're gonna mix all that together, add our Himalayan salt, and then enjoy it with some, you know, tortilla chips. You know, it's a good dish on its own. Nice, healthy, good fat. That's how you get that off. And as I'm thinking right now for the video, I probably should have had some already diced up and just showed you how to do one, but already got started. So it's gonna be rough moving forward. Everything is getting much more expensive and harder to come by. So that if you're not pushing yourself to be self-sufficient, meaning, you know, at least trying to plant yourself a garden with the things that you eat. Like if you like squash and zucchini, plant you some squash and zucchini. If you like blueberries and raspberries, plant you some raspberry bushes. But I don't know if you could, in the US, if you're not in California, really plant avocados. I love avocados, but I don't know if the climate, well, I know the climate wouldn't sustain them. You need a greenhouse and stuff like that, which I have, but I hadn't been able to find any type of avocado seeds. Most of the avocados that I come across come from Mexico, and that means that they irradiated. And so when it goes through customs, the irradiation process makes the seed, it won't ever grow anything. It kills it, basically. So if I come across some seeds from California that hadn't had to go through customs, I'm gonna try and see if I can get one started. This will be my last one. I'll save them other two, and then we'll mix in the ingredients and enjoy. I'll call the girls down there. Right? So nice and chunky. I need to rinse my hands off here. All right. Roma tomatoes. Wow. Green onion. There's a lot of onions in there, but it make a difference. And then the cilantro. I used to dice it up, but I like it so much that I just throw a whole bunch in there, you know. And for me, every ingredient has to be there. If I'm missing one ingredient, I don't want to even want to even try to do it. Like some people try and use regular onions, like yellow onions, or it just don't taste right unless I have all these ingredients. Some people even add like jalapeno peppers and stuff like that, and I'm like, I can't do that. It don't match. But all these flavors come together and make something absolutely marvelous, I believe. The one thing you gotta be careful with is the salt. For these 3 avocados, the Roma tomato, the onions, I'm gonna do an 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And I have to even take out my measuring cup, because if you get too heavy-handed on the salt, it's making you, you know, bad for your blood pressure too. So that's about 3/4 of a lime that I've just put up in here. So the lime juice, it make a really big difference. All right, my little measuring device. You can start off small, because if you add too much, it's over. Now you mix all this in. Ooh, this looks delicious. Smells delicious too. They ain't come up with smell-o-vision yet, right? Probably don't need to. Some people gonna be stinking on TV if smell-o-vision comes. Looking good on the outside, but they fuming. But this right here, smell-o-vision, you wouldn't want to smell this. This smells absolutely delicious. And I know it tastes delicious too. Voila. Give it a try. One more bite. Perfect. Now, I got one more dish. Sorry about that. My mama taught me never talk with food in my mouth, so I apologize. And this dish I give you is it go with the guacamole. I don't know if I want to do it, but basically it's lime, cilantro, salt, and I like the basmati rice, but I'm not feeling it right now. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, that it taught you how to make guacamole. I'll get to the scriptures later on this evening, if it be the Lord's will, and I'm sure it is. I've been busy doing a lot, and I don't have a studio, and if the house is in a little bit of chaos, it's hard to get to the word. And then sometimes, if I'm being honest, my life is full of chaos. So, but anyway, peace be multiplied unto you.